The Secret to Learning English, Sara's Journey. What if I told you I discovered a secret that helped me speak English confidently and without fear? Yes, it wasn't easy, but this secret changed everything for me. I want to share it with you today, but first, let me ask, have you ever dreamed of speaking English fluently, without hesitation? Imagine the confidence you'd feel, the power to express yourself, and the way people would listen to you. I was once like you, wishing, struggling, and hoping for change. Every time I tried, the words seemed to get stuck. I felt nervous, embarrassed, and sometimes even invisible. But then, one day, I found something that no book or class could teach me. A secret that transformed my relationship with English and gave me the tools to speak freely. Are you ready to hear my story? My name is Sara, and for as long as I can remember, I wanted to speak English fluently. Growing up, I admired people who spoke the language effortlessly, their words flowing like music. I wanted to be like them, to talk confidently, make friends easily, and share my thoughts without hesitation. But each time I tried, I felt like I was climbing a mountain that never ended. I remember one particular day vividly. I was at a party with friends. The room was alive with chatter, laughter, and music. Everyone was sharing stories, and I desperately wanted to join the conversation. But every time I opened my mouth, the words didn't come out right. At one point, a friendly girl named Emma turned to me and asked, "Sara, what do you think of this song?" I loved the song, it reminded me of happy times, but all I could manage to say was, "Yes, it could." Emma smiled politely, but I could see the confusion in her eyes. My face turned red, and I felt a deep sense of embarrassment. That night, I went home feeling small and defeated. Sitting on my bed, I asked myself why speaking English felt so hard. Why couldn't I express what was in my heart? For a moment, I thought about giving up entirely. But then, a small voice inside me whispered, "Don't give up." That voice became my guide. It reminded me of all the dreams I had, the places I wanted to visit, the friends I wanted to make, and the person I wanted to become. I decided that night to find a new way to learn English, one that worked for me. And so began my journey. At first, I focused on listening. Every day, I surrounded myself with English sounds. I listened to songs, podcasts, and short stories, even when I didn't understand every word. The rhythm and tone of the language started to feel familiar, like an old friend. Then, I started speaking out loud. It was scary at first. I practiced in front of the mirror, saying simple sentences like, "Hello, my name is Sara," or "How are you today?" These small steps helped me feel braver, little by little. I also learned to use simple words and sentences. Instead of trying to sound perfect, I focused on expressing myself clearly. For example, instead of saying, "I'm feeling ecstatic," I'd say, "I'm very happy." Most importantly, I stopped being afraid of making mistakes. Every time I stumbled, I told myself, "It's okay, Sara. You're learning." I started to laugh at my mistakes instead of hiding from them. These small steps began to change everything. One day, I was at a cafe with my friend Mia. We were talking about our dreams, and I decided to share my story. I spoke slowly and used simple words, but I didn't hold back. When I finished, Mia smiled and said, "Sara, your English is getting so good. I can see how hard you've worked." Her words filled me with pride. Another time, I was talking to a new friend at work named John. When I told him about my journey, he said, "Sara, I admire your dedication. You're inspiring." These moments reminded me that learning English wasn't just about words, it was about connection. Fluency in English has opened so many doors for me. Now, I can travel to new countries, meet people from different cultures, and even share my own dreams and ideas. English has become more than just a language, it's a bridge to a bigger world. And here's the secret I discovered: fluency isn't about being perfect. It's about progress. It's about taking small steps every day and moving forward without fear. So, if you've ever felt stuck or unsure, remember this: you're not alone, and you can do it. Start small. Listen to English daily. Speak out loud, even if it feels awkward. Focus on simple words, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Because with patience and effort, anything is possible. Are you ready to start your journey? Let's take the first step together.